Hi guys, welcome to yet another Live to Inspire episode with your girl Ningosile. So guys, today we're going to start by reading a quote. We're going to start by reading a quote before we go to the main course. So we're going to read a quote by Joyce Meyer, and it says, "Without God's help, we can't change anything in our lives. We can't change ourselves, we can't change our spouses, we can't change our families, we can't change our friends, and we can't change our circumstances." So this is talking about putting God first, because without God's help, we're not going to change anything. I hope that quote helped you one way or another. So we're going to go to the main course. The main course, that was the dessert. We're having dessert before the meal. So guys, we're going to go to the main course. On today's main course, we're going to be talking about other people's opinions. So I'm going to start first by defining another person's opinion. So I would define another person's opinion as, this is when someone defines you, and when someone defines you, something like that. When someone has their own perspective about your story, about your life, that's other people's opinions. That's another person's opinion. So examples of other people's opinions are someone thinking maybe you're a bad person because you don't talk too much, or maybe you're a bad person because you talk too much. Those are other people's opinions. And another example of another person's opinion is when, like, you're going through something, then you explain it to someone, then they have their own opinion. Other examples of people's opinions are, maybe you're going through something, then you want to talk to someone, like a friend, a family member, or anyone else, then you seek their opinion. That's also a good thing, guys. We have to seek other people's opinions, because we can't make a decision on our own. Like, some decisions are just supposed to be asked, and some decisions just need someone's help. They say two is better than one, guys. Yes. So two is better than one, guys. So you have to ask for other people's opinions. So asking for other people's opinions has a negative and a positive part, and an advantage and a disadvantage. So let's look into that, guys. So the advantages of asking for other people's opinions, like I said earlier, it helps. When you're going through something, you talk to someone, you open up, the person is going to encourage you and change your mood or anything. That's the advantage. That's the good part. Then it also has a bad part. It also has a disadvantage, because when you start asking for other people's opinions, some opinions look like they're you know what I'm talking about, guys. Some opinions look like they're okay. This opinion is just, it's just, this one's my friend. Let me give you an example. This one's my friend, this one's my sister. When she tells me something, it's very right, but it's not right in the actual sense. So some opinions are just not right. Okay. And then another disadvantage of asking for another disadvantage of asking for people's opinion is seeking validation. I'll decide to seek validation from someone, a close friend, a close family member, because I trust them. Okay, let's start by defining seeking validation. So guys, seeking validation is when you can't make a decision on your own. You just can't make a decision on your own. You need another person's perspective for you to make that decision. You can't choose, you can't make a life decision on your own. You have to ask for someone's opinion, a loved one's opinion. That's when you're going to make the decision on your own. That's the disadvantage of seeking other people's opinions, because if you get used to seek other people's opinions, you start seeking validation and you lose control of your life, because as you seek validation, you're going to forget about yourself, your opinions, what matters most. You're going to start thinking about the other party's opinions and decisions. Okay? So seeking validation, guys, is really not good. You just can't decide. Like, you just can't decide. It's not just like about deciding, like just the big things in life. You just can't decide. You just can't decide. You have to first call your auntie or your friend or your best friend, your favorite family member. You call them, no, I want to do this and this and this and this and this and this and this. They're going to tell you what to do. That's seeking validation. The more you lean on other people's opinions, the less confident you become, because you can't do anything